Good morning, everybody. Coach D here. It's a beautiful rainy day up in the country, and I wanted to make this video to give everyone a little bit of pump for the new year. I want to give everybody a little bit of motivation for the new year. And I want to talk about 4 things that I think are important today. 1, logging what you do. 1, eliminating things. So log, eliminate, sacrifice, be true to your heart. Number 1, you're trying to get goals, you're trying to achieve success this year, you're trying to change, you're trying to do things to make yourself better. That's great. But if you don't sit down and log them and write them down, and write down why you want this. Why do you want to lose 15 pounds? Why do you want to quit smoking? Why do you want to quit drinking? Why? If you don't write down the why, it's always going to be challenging for yourself. And you're always going to struggle. You need to make sure that you log things down. If nothing is logged, it's not a goal, it's a dream. And if you don't log things, you can't go back to them when you feel weak, right? Number 2, we got to talk about eliminating things that are bad for you. Eliminate people that you should not be around. Eliminate family, if it has to be, that is negative. Eliminate friends that do not support you in your goals. Eliminate coworkers that make fun of you when you try to do something that you feel is important to you. Eliminate the bad habits. You need to learn to eliminate and say no. If you know hanging around a certain group of people on a Friday night is going to lead you to drinking and binging and eating shitty food all week, eliminate them. If you know that being around certain places, environments that stimulate you to act differently, to eat differently, to respond and react to different circumstances, eliminate them, get rid of them. No one's going to come help you. No one's going to send you a lifeline. It's up to us, okay? Number 3, sacrifice. How many times have people said to themselves, I'm going to try to lose weight. I'm going to try to build muscle. I'm going to try to fix my marriage. But they're not willing to sacrifice. They're not willing to do something that hurts. They're not willing to invest something. And in this time, when we're talking about fitness, and we're talking about our body and the way we look, it's a sacrifice, right? You've seen people on TV, you've seen people in social media who've gotten amazing results and transformed their body. It didn't come easy. They sacrificed. They were up in the morning, training, working, making their meals, getting help, paying for coaches, paying for training, going to a class, reading. There's a sacrifice involved. And I think this year we all need to man up and woman up and recognize that if you want to make a change, if you want a new physique, it ain't going to come easy. It's like a job, damn it. And you have to make sure that you're willing to put in the time and the effort. I'm out here in the snow, rain, whatever you call this, having a walk. And I'm telling myself, I want to reach out to people to give them some motivation today. And as much as people are going to be out there to motivate you and help you, and there's self-help books, and there's Tony Robbins, and there's all kinds of influencers, it all comes down to you and what you're going to sacrifice. How much are you going to give up to get something new? So if that means going to bed early, waking up early, not buying the chips and the Coke, not going to fancy restaurants and drinking your face so your liver's going to have a problem, not hanging out with those group of men who like to smoke and have cigars and eat shitty food, spending time with your kids and family, reading that book, saying I'm sorry to your wife or husband. But you got to sacrifice, damn it. And when it comes to health and fitness, sacrifice comes with sweat equity. That's it, sweat equity. And lastly, I want to leave you with the last note, which is be true to your heart and understand your core identity. You will not succeed this year in changing your physique, fixing your marriage, doing anything positive if you don't give in to your core identity and say, this is who I am. I'm not a sluggish father that eats shitty food and drinks beer and doesn't put time for his family. I'm not that mother that's not going to care about herself and taking time to fixing your health, especially when you've given your family, kids, and you've built a family, you need to be true to your core identity. And if you have a habit that you know it's not good, you need to tell yourself, is this me? Is this who I am? Right? Is not eating breakfast in the morning and not planning my lunches and then binging on shit at nighttime, is that who I really am? If it is, then stay who you are. But if it's not, then you want to be true to yourself and say, do you want another year to go by where you continue being the same way? What's up, Ludmilla? What's up, Vic? Wishing you guys a happy new year. So guys, in summary, number one, log your goals, make sure they're written. When you write them, that pen to paper will sting your mind and send those chills up your spine, especially if you have a goal that's very strong and challenging. Number two, it's time to eliminate distractions, eliminate people, eliminate horrible things in your life, which can be family, guys. I'm not saying that that's in my family. There's parts of my family that are challenging to work through, and sometimes I have to eliminate them too. But I'm talking about things in your life that you have to eliminate. Sometimes it's tough, but you got to do so. Sacrifice number three. What are you going to sacrifice this year? What are you going to give up? You want results? What are you going to give up? The next time I hear someone say to me, I want to lose weight, the first thing I'm going to say to them is, what are you going to give up? And lastly, be true to your heart. Be true to your core identity. Who are you? Are you the person that is just going to keep saying to himself year after year, this is my life, this is me, I'm overweight, I've got poor health, aches and pains? Or are you going to say, no, damn it, this wasn't me. This wasn't me in high school. This wasn't me before I got married. This wasn't me before I started my business. This wasn't me before I met my spouse. You got to be true to yourself and say to yourself, if you want to make change, you have to change. If a business wants to get better, the owner has to get better. If a community wants to get better, each and every one of those people as an individual has to contribute. So today's your day. And it doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be such a big goal. You don't have to put pressure on yourself. All you have to do is write down your goals. That's it. Write them down. Look at them every day. When you look at them, you're going to feel that passion that you initially set out for your goals. When you cut out people, places, things, settings, surroundings that you feel are not beneficial for you, you're going to feel better because you're taking action. You're going to recognize that sacrificing now is going to work well 90 days from now. Just give yourself a 90-day goal. And then lastly, your core identity. Who are you? Who do you believe you are? Who do you believe you can be? Not just for yourself, but for your family and your kids. And parents, fathers, if you're listening, especially for the fathers, this is the year you got to man up. This is the year you got to tell yourself that you're going to make a change for yourself. And you're going to tell yourself that as a father, you're going to be the role model for everyone in your family. You're going to be the role model for everyone in your community. You're going to be your own role model because you're going to set such a standard for yourself that's so high that nobody can break, not even the devil himself. So for anyone who caught on and is watching, thank you. If you are watching, just click replay if you saw this later on. It's a beautiful, 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 gloomy, rainy day to start the New Year's. I'm excited to have the gift of motivation and education and inspiration from God to be able to help people. I want to thank my beautiful wife and my family who supported me throughout the challenges of my life. I want to thank our amazing team of coaches at Pure Motivation Fitness and the members who make us a success. And I want to tell each and every one of them, get ready for amazing stuff happening this year. And for those of you who are new, who don't know me, who are checking for the first time and saying, you know what? I've seen this guy, I've heard his club, I saw his online coaching program. Damn it, he seems like he'd be the one to motivate me and get me out of my shell when I'm feeling like shit. Then DM and reach out to me and I'll show you how powerful my words and motivation will be. Attitude is everything, baby. Let's kick some ass. Let's be confident and let's crush 2023. Why? Because that's our new core identity. Peace and love.